from the 6th.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. I just want to say for the record, I am very excited about the possibility of soccer in St. Louis. I did shepherd through the last bill that would have brought soccer here, and I'm excited that the Taylors and Kavanaughs are back at the table with us. I will say it's our best position here as city leaders to offer a unified front to MLS if we want to bring soccer here. I would have preferred to have the confidence in the negotiation process that was undertaken, and for aldermen's due diligence in asking questions to not be vilified. To the alderman from the first point, I do not know what happened, why I was removed from the negotiations. The last conversations I had, I was told on October 29th that the ownership group did not mind owning the stadium. I went back and forth with them with a couple of versions of a draft of a resolution, and then no one ever contacted me again. I asked multiple times to meet with the ownership group. I thought it was very strange that the owners of this deal never sat down with me. That's never happened to me, or I think anyone else here at the board, where you're only dealing with one attorney and not allowed to speak to anyone else. I also say it did give me pause that all of my colleagues who signed on to this resolution as co-signers, nobody bothered to pick up the phone or email me or call me to ask what happened or how they could be helpful in bringing the resolution here. The absence of a public vote also, I think, heightens our due diligence here at the board, and my residents are very concerned about some of the pieces of this resolution, and although it's just a resolution, it does serve as the framework for what we're going to do when we get back here once we are awarded a team. I was working closely with the comptroller, the budget director, our financial analyst and attorney here. We all had similar concerns that were never addressed. The ownership group and the sponsor chose not to amend the resolution to address things in writing, such as cost overruns, pre-development costs, maintenance, major renovations, union protections, and green building standards, and also encouraging the practice facilities and administrative offices to be located here in the city of St. Louis. It could have been a real game changer for North St. Louis or Deep South St. Louis, which have seen such disinvestment over the years. Rubber stamping complex and long-term financial deals such as this is dangerous, and I think asking questions is a healthy process. I also think we deserve a real answer about why the team chose not to own the stadium. I don't think that's been answered yet. I am encouraged that moving forward, that the LCRA will have the ability to negotiate the lease. I spoke to their chairman this morning. He welcomes feedback from the Board of Aldermen and a real negotiation and making sure that lease is solid and that the city is protected both today and 30 years from now. That's when we get ourselves in trouble. We all know that we received a credit down rating after we made our financial commitments to Scottrade, and I would hate to see that happen to our predecessors in the years to come. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Any further discussion? Alderwoman from the 28th.
Thank you, Mr. President. I see the opportunity that an MLS team brings to the city of St. Louis.